Let's cut the noise for a second. There are things women want from you, dark things, primal things, that they will never, ever say to your face. They won't admit it because they're afraid of how it sounds. They're afraid of being judged. But here's the twisted reality. The very things they claim to hate in public, often, those are the exact things that make their hearts race in private. Most men go through life completely blind to this. They listen to the words, they try to be the nice guy, and they lose the game before it even starts. They ignore the biology. They ignore the instinct. Today, I'm going to expose 7 dirty things women secretly wish men did. And I don't mean dirty in the bedroom, though it applies there too. I mean dirty in the psychological sense. The unspoken desires she hides behind politeness. And you need to stay until the very end, because number 7 is the raw core of female attraction. It is the difference between a man she likes and a man she is utterly obsessed with. But before we pull back the curtain on these psychological triggers, do yourself a favor. If you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding the actual dynamics of attraction, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We talk about the truths most channels are too scared to touch. Join the 1%. Let's dive in. Number 1. She secretly craves for you to take control. And I'm not talking about being a tyrant or a controlling jerk. I'm talking about competence. Think about her life. The modern woman is stressed. She's making hundreds of decisions a day: career, bills, social media, expectations. Her brain is fried. She is constantly in survival mode. When she's with you, deep down, she wants to clock out. She wants to retire from being the boss. You know that question. Where do you want to eat? That's not being polite. That's you giving her another job to do. It kills the vibe. She wants a man who says, wear the black dress, be ready at 7, I've got tonight handled. That's not oppression. That's liberation. You are giving her the freedom to just be a woman, to relax into her feminine energy, because she trusts that you are capable enough to steer the ship. If you can't even pick a restaurant, how can she trust you to lead a family? Number 2, she wants you to tease her. Most guys are terrified of offending a woman, so they turn into boring, sterile yes men. They treat her like a porcelain doll. But here's the secret. Nice is boring, and boredom is the death of attraction. She wants a man who isn't intimidated by her beauty. When you tease her playfully, with a smirk, you are subcommunicating high status. You're telling her, I see you, you're cute, but I'm not worshiping you. It creates tension. If she shows up late, the nice guy says, it's okay, no worries. The high-value man looks at her and says, let me guess, you tried on 5 outfits and hated all of them? Come on, trouble, let's go. See the difference? It spikes her emotions. It creates a little bit of friction. Friction creates heat. And heat ... leads to other things. Stop being so safe. Number 3, she wants to chase you. This is basic human psychology, yet everyone forgets it. We do not value what is free. We do not value what is easy. If you are always available, if you reply in 0.5 seconds, if you clear your schedule every time she snaps her fingers ... you are telling her that your time's worthless. She might say she wants a guy who's obsessed with her, but the moment she gets him, she loses interest. Why? Because the thrill is gone. She wants to earn your attention. She wants to feel like she won you. This isn't about playing games. It's about having a life so epic, so full of purpose and goals, that she has to make an effort to fit into it. When you are scarce, you are valuable. Let her wonder what you're doing. Let her wait a bit. The anticipation is an aphrodisiac. Number 4. This one is controversial. She wants you to have a dark side. Women are attracted to capability. A man who is harmless isn't virtuous. He's just weak. She doesn't want a weak man. She wants a monster who chooses to be a gentleman. She wants to know that you could be dangerous if you had to be. That if someone disrespected her or threatened your family, you have the capacity for aggression. But you have it under absolute control. It's the contrast that drives her wild. The man who can be cold and ruthless to the world, but warm and gentle with her. That makes her feel safe. If you're just nice to everyone because you're afraid of conflict, she won't feel safe. She just feel like she's with a coward. Show her you have teeth, and show her you know when not to use them. Number 5. She wants you to ignore her. Okay, relax. I don't mean neglecting her emotionally. I mean independence. There is nothing less sexy than a man who is needy, a man who needs constant validation. Do you love me? Why didn't you text back? Are you mad? Stop it. When you are comfortable in your own skin, when you don't need her constant attention to feel good about yourself, it drives her crazy in the best way possible. When you pull back a little, her imagination kicks in. What is he thinking about? Is he losing interest? That uncertainty forces her to invest emotionally. She starts reaching out. She starts trying to pull you back in. You need to be the rock. The rock doesn't beg the waves to crash on it. The rock just sits there, solid. Be the rock. Number 6. She wants you to tell her no. A woman cannot respect a man she can manipulate. Read that again. If she can bend you to her will with a little pout or some drama, she owns you. And once she owns you, she's bored of you. She will test you. She will push your boundaries just to see if they hold up. When you look her in the eye and say no, calmly, because something violates your principles or your self-respect, it shocks her system. It signals strength. It signals that you value yourself more than you value her approval. And ironically, that is exactly what makes her want your approval more. The ability to walk away is the ultimate power. Use it. And finally, number 7, the deepest one. She wants to feel emotionally owned. We live in an age of independence, and that's great. But strip away the politics. Go back to the primal biology. She wants to belong to someone, not as a possession, not as a slave, but as a partner who has been claimed. She wants to feel that she is yours, that you have penetrated her emotional walls so deeply that no other man even registers on her radar. She wants to surrender, but she can only surrender to a man she trusts completely. A man who is strong enough to handle her chaos, her emotions, and her darkness without flinching. When you can look into her soul and make her feel totally seen, totally safe, and totally claimed, that is when you get her absolute loyalty. That is when attraction turns into devotion. Take control. Tease her. Let her chase. Embrace your dark side. Be independent. Say no. Claim her. Listen, knowing this doesn't make you a manipulator. It makes you aware. It's about becoming the kind of man who is grounded, authentic, and unapologetically masculine. The world is full of nice guys who finish last. Don't be one of them. If this video woke you up, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm find other men who need to hear this. And subscribe for more dark psychology. Become the man she can't resist. I'll see you in the next one.